to our video of what home is to you.
School is diverse and understand that everyone is different.
People for who they are and where they come from.
Recognize that we are fortunate and we must help those who are not as fortunate as us.
Here's what you had to say.
One word, describe what home is to you.
Family.
What makes you feel that way?
Because it makes me happy.
Kush.
That they love you. I do everything with my family.
Kaya.
Special.
And our last question, what is home to you?
My iPad, gaming, my house, and my family. Bedtime.
Loving with my family.
Playing basketball. Playing. Flexibility, love, and trust.
Thank you. That is Miss Amber's class.
Comforting! Warmth! Love! Peaceful! Relaxation!
Stuffed animals.
Safety!
Shelter.
Joy! Memories!
Happiness. Shelter.
Fun!
Family.
Friends!
Welcoming.
Heaven.
Memories.
If I were to choose one thing from home, it would be very difficult because home is the most important place to me. I would pick something representing my family, something from my husband, something my children made me, gave to me, a picture of us all, something of my parents. All those things would be representative of home for me.
If I had to leave home, the thing that I would bring is pictures of my family because I would never want to forget them.
If I had to leave home and only take one thing with me, I would take my Bible. It's something that's very important to me and near and dear to my heart.
If I was leaving home and I could only take one item, I would take my Bible because my faith is very important to me. And it would be something that I could read over and over again, and it would just be helpful to me.
If I had to leave home and could only bring one thing, I would bring something that would bring my son comfort. So probably something like a stuffed animal, something of his choice to bring him comfort.
If I had to leave home and could only take one thing, I would take my violin because not only do I love it a lot, but I could play the violin and make money to feed myself and rebuild my life.
I could bring one thing if when I left my home and it could not be a life thing. I would bring my iPhone so I could stay in touch with everything I was leaving behind, or everyone that I was leaving behind. Thank you.
Yes, if I had to leave my country, one thing that I would take with me is my passport so I can come back to my country. Thank you.
History.
If I had to move away from my home and I could take my family and my pets with me, the additional item I would want to take would be my cell phone so that I could stay in communication with all of my friends.
If I had to move away and I could only take one thing, I would take my fireplace. Because to me, fireplace brings warmth and it's the center of the home and the family. And I love being around it and I want it wherever I go.
Okay.
If I were leaving home and I could only bring one thing, it would be my Bible. Because without my faith, then I'm nothing.
If I had to leave home and could only take one thing with me, I think that I would take my passport, and that way I'd be free to travel wherever I wanted to go.
If I had to leave home and I could only bring one thing with me, I would bring my Bible.
If I had to leave my home and I was able to take my family and my pets with me, the other object that I would want to take is a photo. It's a photo of my father when he was very young in his military uniform, and he is deceased. It has been for many years, and I love looking at that picture. It makes me very proud of him and what he did for our country.
Good morning. If I had to leave home and bring only one item, I would bring my cell phone that contains all of my wonderful contacts and connections to everyone that's around me. Another thing, I would bring my Shih Tzu, Zeus.
If I were to pack only one item, I would pack my camera because as an artist, I love taking photographs, and if we were to take such a trip, or if we were to not be able to be at home, I would want to start documenting what would be the new home for me, and especially with my children. If they were with me, I would want to remember, going through it.